Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do flour tortillas. This is just my version. This is just the way that my mom taught me how to do them. I know some people use different stuff, but if you guys want to see how I do it, just keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna need is all-purpose flour. This is a different brand. I normally don't use this one, but with this quarantine, these markets just don't have any flour. This is the actual one that I like to use, the Springfield all-purpose flour. This is a really good brand that I like to use for baking, doing cookies, stuff like that. I did save the wrapping just because I wanted to show you guys what I actually like to use. We're going to be needing oil. I like to use the 123, but if you have masola, you have canola, whatever type of oil you have, it's going to work. And salt. So this is the salt that I like to use. The reason that I like to use this one is because one time I was going to make tortillas and I didn't have the actual regular salt, white salt, you know, the regular salts, and I only had the pink salt. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try it out to see if it tastes the same. Why not? So I tried it and it tastes exactly the same. There's no difference. I loved it. So I was like, you know what, from now on, if I have this, I'm gonna use this. Okay, and of course the last ingredient we're going to be using is hot water. The water doesn't have to be boiling to the point you're going to burn your hand, but it does have to be hot enough for us to be able to manage the flour. Okay, and I don't do measurements just because I like to eyeball it. It all depends on taste, and I mean, with the experience or with time, you get to actually know how much you're gonna add in there. I've never, you know, used measurement cups or anything like that because my mom just showed me how to eyeball it. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna need this scissor roller to roll out the tortillas, and we're gonna need a deep bowl just to mix all the ingredients in here. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my flour. Remember, I'm only gonna use half of the bag, or probably a little bit more than half. This is probably gonna make me about 12 to 15 tortillas, depending on the size that I wanna make them. Once the flour is in here, I'm gonna go ahead and add the oil. As you can see, I'm just gonna eyeball it, so that's pretty much, okay, so that's pretty much it. That's maybe less than half a cup. And for the salt, I'm gonna just put it in a little bowl so you guys can kind of see how much I use. That's all that I use. If you feel like you need a little bit more, then you can go ahead and use more. My water is hot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a little bit in there. You don't wanna throw all of it at the same time. You're just gonna do it little by little. You're just gonna go ahead and mix everything together. As you can see, the flour, it's still in crumbles, it's all loose, it's not sticking together. This means it needs more water, so we're gonna go ahead and add more water in here. And you're just gonna continue to do this until your flour is ready. Okay, so as you can see, the flour is coming together. As you can see, it's not sticking to my hands as much as it was, and it's just becoming this cute little big ball. So once you see that it's not sticking anywhere, that means the flour is ready. See, the flour is ready. This is, like I said in the beginning, this is only going to do me about 10 to 15 tortillas depending on the size that I want to do them. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make my little bolitas, my little balls, and just roll them around on my hand. Okay, it's like that, and I'm going to throw them in the bowl. So as you can see, half of the bag only allowed me to do 10 tortillas. So if you make them bigger, it's probably gonna allow you to do less. I mean, it all depends how much flour this bag has. I don't know exactly the amount. So that's what I got. Once this is done, I go ahead and grab oil and I pour a little bit, just a little bit on the palm of my hands, and I like to do this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and roll the balls again and make sure all the flour has a little bit of oil. Once I'm done applying all the oil, I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up with plastic. You can do it with a plastic bag, aluminum, whatever works out for you, but you do want to make sure they're completely covered and let them sit for about 10 minutes. Okay, so this has been sitting down for approximately 12 minutes. What I'm going to go ahead and do, I am going to go ahead and grab some flour and I'm going to put it all over the counter. You don't want to do too much. You just want to do a little bit, enough for the flours to be able to stretch out. I'm going to go ahead and grab one and I'm going to push it down on both sides, and then I'm going to start setting them to the side. The reason why you want to do this, or that I do it, is so that it's easier to stretch out the flour and for them to be a little bit more round. But don't be sad if they don't come out round. Mine never come out round. They come out in different types of shapes. I even actually had ones that it came out as a heart. I'm gonna actually insert the picture here so you guys believe me, it looks just like a heart. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this to the rest of the balls and I will be right back. Okay, so you're gonna want to grab some flour and you're gonna want to apply it on your roller so your flour doesn't stick to your roller. It's gonna happen sometimes, so don't worry. And you do want to go ahead and set your bowl here, because if you start doing a lot, you can actually go ahead and leave them hanging on your bowl. So you're just gonna do this. You're gonna flip it around. As you can see, it does have a lot of flour, so we're trying to avoid that. You don't want too much flour. As you can see, this one looks like a square, but it's okay, guys. It's not the end of the world. I am not a professional. This is just the way that I do them. I mean, regardless, when you have them here, you can go ahead and stretch them out, make them a little bit more round, and just, you know, just work with what you have. The point here is to have tortillas, right? Okay guys, so this is my sartén, this is my pan. I don't know if that's how you say it in English, I just know it's a sartén. If I'm wrong, my bad. But you want to go ahead and set the fire to medium high. You don't want it to be too hot, because then it's going to burn your tortillas and they're not going to be cooking as well. So you just want it into a medium high. If you have to lower it down a little bit, you can, but you don't want to have it too low either. Okay, so then I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to put my tortilla here. And one tip, guys, you don't want to be turning your tortillas around like 4, 5, 6 times. 3 to 4 times is perfect. So make sure you keep an eye on that. Once it's bubbling up, you know it's cooking properly. You leave it for another couple of seconds. As you can see, it's kind of turning brown. Okay, now you can flip it. That side is ready. Once the other side is ready, then we're able to take it out off the pan. As you can see, it's gonna become like a big bubble. If it doesn't, that's okay. That doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It's just, you know, it happens sometimes it doesn't happen. Alright guys, so my tortillas are done. This is how they look. Of course, you do want to have them covered up with the towel or wherever you put your tortillas. I'm just showing you guys. So in this case, when you fold them like this, that means they are done. If they fold nice and perfectly, that means they're pretty much done, or they're cooked correctly. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab a little bit of butter on a knife, and I'm just gonna spread it all over my tortilla. So the way that I like to eat them is either the next day to put some queso, make them with quesadillas, oh my god, it's the best thing. So here you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to see more videos, just let me know. I love being in the kitchen, I love cooking, so I don't know everything, I'm not a professional, but if you guys want to see more videos of me cooking or showing you guys how the way that I do it, just go ahead and let me know. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.